Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful, true story. It's about leadership, it's about service, and it's about a kind of humility that can completely transform how people connect with each other. And what's amazing is that it all comes down to a quiet moment on a staircase, not some grand speech.
So, it kind of gets you thinking, right? What are the real signs of a great leader? Is it their charisma, their big ideas, their authority? Well, this story, it might just offer a different and maybe much deeper answer. Let's get into it. All right, so our story begins at this huge spiritual festival. It's a scene of incredible joy and devotion, but also just immense effort. We're talking about the Gurubhakti Mahotsav, back on May 22, 2022, at Atmiya Vidya Dham. This was a massive festival celebrating the Guru, Prabodhswamiji. And when I say massive, I mean thousands of devotees flew in from all over the world. The energy was absolutely electric. But the conditions? Oh, they were anything but easy. See, to make all this happen, there was this small, dedicated group of volunteers, and they worked day and night in the blistering, scorching summer heat. The text actually uses a specific word, bhido, which basically means intense hardship and struggle. These volunteers, they poured every ounce of their being into serving everyone there.
So, a couple of days after the festival, things have kind of settled down. And it's right here, in this simple, unguarded moment, that the real heart of our story unfolds.
So, picture this. It's the morning of May 24th. The main event is over. Prabodhswamiji has just finished the morning prayers, the Aarti, and he's just walking down the temple stairs. He comes up to one of the volunteers, a sant, a holy person, who had been working tirelessly, and he just places his hand on his shoulder.
And what he says next is, well, it's incredible. Instead of taking a victory lap for the amazing festival, he does the exact opposite. He looks this follower right in the eye and says, "The hardship you have endured, we could not." He just completely deflects all the credit and puts the spotlight 100% on his devotee's effort.
The sant is just stunned. He's totally taken aback. He replies, "How can you even say that? It's because of your years and years of sacrifice that we're even able to do any service at all." You can just feel it. He sees his own hard work as just a tiny drop in the ocean compared to the lifelong service of his guru.
But Prabodhswamiji doesn't back down. He gently but firmly insists. He says it again. "Be that as it may, but the hardship you have endured, we could not." And after saying this, he embraces the sant. This is so crucial. The leader refuses to take the credit, and instead he lifts his follower up.
Now, that little conversation on the stairs, that wasn't the end of it, not even close. That one small act of recognition had this profound ripple effect, and we see it play out just a few days later.
So a few more days go by, and now there's another large assembly. And that very same sant from the staircase is given the public honor of placing a flower garland on Prabodhswamiji. This is a big deal, a huge sign of respect, and it's happening in front of everyone.
As he places the garland, with tears literally streaming down his face, he offers this prayer. He says, "Please convince my heart that I am just an instrument. Whatever is being done is only through you." I mean, think about that. The Guru's humility was so powerful, so genuine, it made the follower want to completely dissolve his own ego and just see himself as a tool for a greater purpose.
And hearing this incredibly sincere prayer, Prabodhswamiji's own eyes fill with tears of joy. It's just this beautiful, complete circle of mutual respect, of service, and of this really profound, genuine humility.
So what is this principle that's at work here? This whole story is a perfect, living example of a core spiritual concept that, honestly, has some powerful lessons for every single one of us. The concept is called gungrahan, and what it means is the ability, the divine perspective really, to genuinely see and appreciate the good things, the virtues, the qualities, the efforts in other people, and to value their contributions even above your own. And this isn't fake modesty, you know? It's a real deep-seated way of seeing the world, of recognizing the good in others first. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, it's a masterclass in leadership. A real leader, like Prabodhswamiji, doesn't soak up the praise. They reflect it back onto their team. They see the bhido, that hardship their people went through, and they call it out. And that isn't a sign of weakness, it's an incredible strength that builds a loyalty you just can't buy. As we saw, that one quiet moment on the stairs created a bond that was way more powerful than any big speech could ever be.
And that really leaves us with one final thought. It's one thing to see a story like this and admire it, but it's a whole other thing to actually live it. So the real question for us is, in our own lives,